Hi, welcome to our lesson on syllable stress. We'll be looking at the stress in words and the stress in numbers. Syllables have different stresses. So we're going to be looking at different ways that nouns or verbs might be stressed, or some tricks on how to help you know what the stress is in a word, or how to help you remember what the stress is in a word. And we'll also be looking at a little trick for if somebody says 13 or 30, how do you know which one they're saying? So let's get started. First of all, we all know that each word in English has, if it has more than one syllable, there is one main syllable stress. Some words have a major stress and a minor stress, but we are only focusing on the major stress in this lesson. So in a syllable, we've got some words here, and we can think of words like interesting. When we write it, we write I-N-T-E-R-E-S-T-I-N-G, interesting. But when most people say it, they say interesting. So we squish these two syllables into one. Same with this word. We write it comfortable. Nobody says that. They say comfortable. So the stress is on come. Here the stress is on in. And these two, forter, that all gets squished in together to be fter. And the same with our word that everybody knows. Nobody says Wednesday. They say Wednesday. So this is maybe an extreme example to get you thinking about it, that not all syllables are stressed the same way. Some are stressed more than others, some are de-stressed, and some are not stressed at all. So with syllable stress, the stressed syllable is higher, louder, and longer. So back to our word potato. Te is our stressed syllable. The T is said correctly, and the vowel sound te is said correctly. So in that word potato, te is the important syllable, and it is stressed. The other syllables are not stressed properly, so pa, we don't say potato, we say pa. So that first syllable, the vowel sound o, potato, gets changed to a p. Kind of lazy. We talked about that last week when we looked at the color mustard, that sound. In a non-stressed syllable, the vowel sound often changes to that sound instead of the correct vowel sound. And then if you remember as well, with potato, the te is the stressed syllable, so the T is said correctly. But the toe is not stressed, so that toe becomes do, potato. So the stressed syllable, the vowels and the consonant sounds are said correctly, higher, louder, and longer. And the non-stressed syllables are often said in a lazy way with not a lot of stress. They are de-stressed. There aren't many rules that help you know where the stress is in a word, but there are a couple of tricks, so we're going to look at those. Here we've got three words. These are all two-syllable nouns. Pencil, baby, money. So that's one trick. If you've got a two-syllable noun, you know that most of the time, maybe 80% of the time, the stress is going to be on that first syllable. Pencil, baby, money. We have three-syllable words as well, but for these there's no tricks. So we're just going to look at a couple of things and try and apply the things that we've already learned so far. For example, this word, we have three syllables. We know the stress is on the first syllable. So the vowels and the consonant sounds in the first syllable are going to be said correctly and a little bit higher, louder, and longer. Here we have a de-stressed syllable that starts with a T. So this is not, the T is not in a stressed syllable, so it's going to sound like L. Because if you remember our word mountain, 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 when you have a T in a non-stressed syllable following an N, The T goes away and we don't hear it. Think of the number 70 changes to 70. And we'll look at that later. But here we see this stressed syllable gen, man. So that sounds like gentleman, gentleman. Say it with me. Gentleman, gentleman. Right. Here we've got the stressed syllable in the first one. Then we also have another non-stressed syllable that starts with a T. This is not following an N, so we will change this to a D. So this is the word, try it, hospital, hospital, hospital. Great. This one's quite easy. Triangle, triangle. Something to remember is that the I is saying the color white, triangle. And then here we have grandmother, grandmother, grandmother. This D is de-stressed. So if you remember words like cat, we don't say cat, we say cat. It's kind of the same thing with the D. Grandmother, grandmother. So let's go through these again. Each one twice. Say it with me. Gentleman, gentleman. Hospital, hospital. Triangle, triangle. Grandmother, grandmother. Great. 3-syllable words where the stress is in the middle syllable. These are banana, banana. Computer, computer. Potato, potato. Umbrella, umbrella. There are not many 3-syllable words where the last syllable is stressed. But here we have a couple of them. Say them with me. We'll say each one twice. Kangaroo, kangaroo. Understand, understand. Engineer, engineer. Japanese, Japanese. These are words where the noun and the verb are written the same. So you have to be able to look at the context of a sentence and decide whether it's a noun or a verb if you see something written. And then you have to think about, if it's a noun, I'm going to stress the first syllable. If it's a verb, I'm going to stress the second syllable. I'll say these words back and forth, and I'd like you to listen not just for the stress, where my voice is higher, louder, and longer, but also listen what happens to the de-stressed vowel sounds. So for example, record, 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 record. These vowel sounds change. Re, like red, and r, like wood, and cord, like purple. Record, record, and or, like orange. Record. So the vowel sounds in both of these words change a lot depending on where this stressed syllable is. So let's say these ones twice, and then we'll move on to the next one. We have record, 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 record. Great. Here we have relay, relay, and relay, relay. Listen again for the difference in the vowel sounds depending on where the stress is. Relay, 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 relay. Same thing down here. Produce, 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 produce. So we'll say these again twice each, and then we'll move on. Record, 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 record. Relay, 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 relay. Produce, 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 produce. Great. So just to recap, there are no real hard and fast rules to help you know where the syllable stress is. But one little trick is only available for 2-syllable words, 2-syllable nouns, and 2-syllable verbs. And that is that usually if it is a noun, the stress is on the first syllable, angel, sugar, doctor. And if it is a verb, the stress is on the second syllable, relax, believe, surprise. So that's one little trick. Another little trick is this. I'm going to say each one of these words, and I want you to listen carefully. Say them with me as I'm saying them so you can hear the stress yourself. And then see if you can figure out what the little trick is for this one. Here we go. Station, creation, education, celebration, congratulations. Say it with me again. Station, creation, education, celebration, congratulations. Do you know what the trick is? Where's the stress syllable in each one of those words? Right, before the shin. So ation, creation, education, celebration, congratulations, nation. All the words that have ation, the stress is on the syllable before the shin. These are all 3-syllable words, and we are going to go through the maze. This is also one of your assignments, one of your recordings for this week. We're going to go through the maze and look for all the words that are 3 syllables. So if it's a 2-syllable word, we discount it, we forget it, don't worry about it. So believe and police, those are 2-syllable words. We're not going to be using those. We're only looking for 3-syllable words where the stress is on that middle syllable, the second syllable. So banana, computer, spaghetti, September. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video, go through these. You can write them all down if you want. Just take a piece of paper and write down all of those words that you find that have 3 syllables and the stress is on the second syllable. So pause the video, give that a shot, and then when we come back, we'll look at them together and we'll practice saying them quickly. Got it? Okay, let's do it together. So we have banana, computer, spaghetti, September, decided, tomorrow. What about governor? Governor, governor, governor. Stress is on the first syllable, so we don't include that one. And then we have maybe January, January. No, stress is on the first syllable, so we're not looking for that. We need fantastic, fantastic. Agreement, tomato. So a couple of things to note with agreement. We don't say that T, right? It goes away. Agreement, tomato, tomato, fantastic. You don't say the T, although if you do say the T, it's not a problem, but most people are going to say fantastic, agreement, tomato. This one, example. Some people have trouble with this X sound. Just think of gz, gz, like exam, 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 and example. And plastic is only 2 syllables, so of course it's not that one. So condition, attraction. Some people have trouble with attraction, 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 attraction. Right. The next one, we've got a couple of words. Is it this one or this one? It can't be this one because it is operation. Operation. No. So we know it's not that one. It has to be together. Yeah. When you say this one, make sure you get that TH up there, together, together. And this one is not. Community It is committee. So a committee is where you have a group of people that all meet together and they have different responsibilities. Usually it's to solve a problem or take care of a special project. So a committee, the T's are not pronounced, but the stress is on that middle syllable, committee. Then we have opinion and insurance, suggestion, delicious, Korea, remember, umbrella. And if you have trouble with oral, that's a hard one, but you want to get those muscles, umbrella, umbrella, umbrella. It's not easy. And the last one, direction. So let's say these words together. There is a video that is just focused on this to help you go through and practice this. And if you're having trouble with any of the pronunciation of all of these words, I go through very slowly and walk through each one. But let's practice this together and then make sure that you also practice with the video before you submit your assignment. So we'll say each word one time all the way through, and we'll get a little bit faster as we go. Ready? Banana, computer, spaghetti, September, decided, tomorrow, fantastic, agreement, tomato, example, condition, attraction, together, committee, opinion, insurance, suggestion, delicious, Korea, remember, umbrella, direction. Now we're going to do it faster and do it with me at the same time. And remember, we're trying to build up this muscle memory. If you were to do this slowly, you could do it perfectly, I'm sure. But we're going to go faster and faster, and I'd like you to practice so that you can do this really fast, super fast, when you do your assignment. So practice getting that connection between your mind and your muscles and your mouth and your tongue so that you can get all of these sounds, the r and the st and the gz. You can get all of those sounds really easily and very quickly as you're speaking. So we'll do this again all the way through a little bit faster. Ready? Banana, computer, spaghetti, September, decided, tomorrow, fantastic, agreement, tomato, example, condition, attraction, together, committee, opinion, insurance, suggestion, delicious, Korea, remember, umbrella, direction. Awesome. Now we're going to go even faster. Ready? Banana, computer, spaghetti, September, decided, tomorrow, fantastic, agreement, tomato, example, condition, attraction, together, committee, opinion, insurance, suggestion, delicious, Korea, remember, umbrella, direction. One more time, super fast. Here we go. Make sure you say this with me. Banana, computer, spaghetti, September, decided, tomorrow, fantastic, agreement, tomato, example, condition, attraction, together, committee, opinion, insurance, suggestion, delicious, Korea, remember, umbrella, direction. Yay! So good. So you can practice with the video. That will be one of your assignments this week. There's one thing that's really difficult with numbers. I mean, a lot of people find numbers to be difficult anyway, but one confusing thing with numbers is when you say 13 or 30. How do you know, especially if you're listening to somebody on the phone and you maybe can't see them as they're speaking, sometimes it's difficult to know, is someone saying 40 or 14, 15 or 50? So this is just something to help you remember that when most people say the teen, the stress is on that second syllable. So that means that they say the T. Because when a T starts a stressed syllable, you hear the T. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. let's say that one faster all the way down here. Practice with me. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We hear the T when somebody says it. This is different. Here the stress is on the first syllable. So what that means is that this T changes to a D. 30, 30, 30. Because now the T is in a non-stressed syllable. Sometimes the T changes to a D. 30, 40, 50, 60. But sometimes it goes away. And we saw that again with our mountain, our word mountain. And we heard gentleman. When you have a T in a non-stressed syllable following an N, that T goes away altogether. So this becomes 70 and 90. So let's say these together all the way down. We'll do them a couple of times. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Again. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. One more time. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Great. Now we're going to go back and forth. We'll say this, then this. 14, 40, 50, 50. Okay, you ready? We'll do it kind of fast and practice t or d, t, d. If you hear a t, you know that it starts with a 1. If you don't hear a t, it sounds like a d or nothing, you know that it is ending in a 0. So let's try this. 13, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50, 16, 60, 17, 70, 18, 80, 19, 90. Great. One more time. 13, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50, 16, 60, 17, 70, 18, 80, 19, 90. Great. Next thing that we're going to look at is the number dictation. So I would like you, please, to just pause the video for 1 second and write out a little dictation like this. I'm going to say 8 numbers to you. This is your second recording for this week. When you are listening, I'm just going to repeat, and I will take one set of numbers from here and one set of numbers from here, or vice versa. So for example, I might say 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, 1650, and you'll write down 1650, 1650. Okay? So let's go with the number dictation. I'll just repeat this over and over and over and over again to help you hear the difference so that you can write the numbers down. So, ready? 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16, 20, 16. Did you get it? 2016. 2016. Yep. So B is 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450, 1450. Did you hear the T? 1450. 1450. Yep, 1450. And C? 1915, 1915, 1915, 1915, 1915, 1915, 1915. How many T's did you hear? 2, right? 1915. 1915. Yep. D. This is tough, especially ks, ks, ks. If you have that ks. If you have difficulty with that, it might be a little bit tough. But remember that an X in 6 is a KS sound. So, here we go. D. 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016, 6016. How many T's did you hear? 6016. 6D16. Yep. So 6016. E. 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 3040. Remember for that one, you want to get that TH 30. Next one is F. 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720, 1720. 1720, 1720. Yep. And G. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. How many T did you hear? None, right? 50, 50. We heard the stress on the first syllable, so that T sounds like a D. 50, 50, 50, 50. 50, 50. And the last one, H. 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880, 1880. Great. So you will say these with me. We will say each one 3 times. Ready? 2016, 2016, 2016. 1450, 1450, 1450. 1915, 1915, 1915. 60, 16, 60, 16, 60, 16. 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40. 1720, 1720, 1720. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. 1880, 1880, 1880. Great. So there's also a video for this. When you do your recording, you'll do A 3 times quickly, B 3 times quickly, C 3 times quickly. So just the same way that we practiced and the same way that you'll find in the video that you can practice with. Awesome. We're almost finished. I just want to show you one more trick to help you remember where the stressed syllable is in a word. Here we've got a number of different words, and we are going to first of all try and find the stressed syllable. So in your mind, divide these words into syllables. You can also take a piece of paper and write them out. And when you are going through this, just say the word out loud to yourself or to somebody else and figure out where the stress is. So this first one is glasses. Glasses. So that's a 2-syllable word, glasses, and the stress is on the first syllable. Glasses. How about this next one? We already had this before, right? Grandmother. Yeah, grandmother. If we take grand away and we just say mother, mother, the M is stressed. But grandmother, grandmother, gran is stressed in this word. How about the next one? Remember a little trick before a shun? The stress, that A is stressed before shun. So this is graduation. Yeah, graduation. Next one is, yep, what happens to the T? Water. Yep, the T changes to a D, water. And where's the stress? Officer, yeah. Stress on the first syllable, officer. How about the next one? Remember from the very beginning, we had some of those words where the non-stressed syllable was gone. This is one of them. We write interesting, but we say interesting. 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 Yeah. The next one, believe and decision. Yes. Personality. Remember this one? This is a noun or a verb? It's a verb. Yes. So our stress is on the second syllable, right? Reply. And you remember that? It's one of our weird words that the stress is on the third syllable. So this is kangaroo. And how about this last one? 6 syllables. And where's the stress? Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. Yeah, stress is on that E. So how on earth can you remember where the stress is, especially if you have to give a presentation or you need to be speaking about a certain topic and there's some vocabulary words that you're not very familiar with? How can you remember where the stress is and how to pronounce that word correctly? This is a little trick to help you do that. And that is to look at the color of the words. We have a word like beautiful. Beautiful, the stress syllable is beautiful, and that sounds like the color blue. So beautiful is a blue word. And here we have the vowel chart that can help us associate the vowel sound in the stress syllable with a color that sounds similar. So for example, the first one, glasses, 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 glasses. What color is glasses, glasses? Black. How about grandmother? Grandmother. What color is grandmother? Also black. How about graduation? Graduation. Graduation. Gray. Water. Water. Olive. Water. Officer. Olive. Officer. Yes, officer is olive. Interesting. Interesting. Him, in, interesting. Pink, yeah, interesting. Believe. What color is believe? Green, yes. Decision, decision. Decision. What color is decision? Pink. And personality. Personality. Reply. White. Reply. Kangaroo. Boo is blue. Encyclopedia. It's green. Yeah. So this is helpful in a couple of ways. First of all, it's helpful because you'll be doing your vowel quiz this week. So this was a little bit of a reminder for you to be able to identify what color the words are as well. This is a trick to help you, as I said, if you have to use some words that you're not very familiar with or that you have trouble pronouncing, you can associate the sound of the vowel in the stressed syllable with a color. And that can help you remember how to pronounce that word correctly. Great. I just want to come back and look at a couple of words that are like that word interesting and comfortable. These are words that have an ellipse. It doesn't really matter what that is called. You don't have to memorize ellipse. I'm never going to ask you about that. But these are unstressed sounds that are eliminated when the words are spoken. So these are syllables that are so de-stressed that you don't even hear them. And you can take a minute, pause the video, write down these words, and then we'll go through them together and find what syllables are de-stressed and eliminated, and then we'll put a little line through them. This will help you for the quiz next week as well. So pause the video, write down these words. Okay. First of all, we have the word family, but people don't really say family. They say family. Exactly. They say family. So we don't hear this I at all. So we have a 3-syllable word, but it actually sounds like a 2-syllable word, family. This one, I'll say it for you. Mirror, mirror, mirror. What do we cross out? Mirror, mirror. Yeah. Next one. Say it to yourself. Figure out what we cross out. Temperature, temperature, temperature. What did you cross out? Yeah, temperature. Exactly. And my favorite word. What do you cross out? Chocolate. Chocolate. Yeah. Next one. Because, yeah. And sometimes that gets so shortened that people don't even say the "buh." They just say "cause." And the next word, go ahead. Figure out what letter you cross out. Just say it to yourself. What did you cross out? The O. History. Yeah. And camera. Right, camera. That's fairly easy. This one's a little bit more difficult. We don't say probably. Well, some people do, but usually we just say probably, probably, probably. Yep. And the famous one, Niagara. Niagara. Right. So let's say these together, and then I will show you just a little trick for the quiz when you do this next week. So we'll go like this and say them together once. Family, mirror, temperature, chocolate, because, history, camera, probably, Niagara. Okay, so for the quiz next week, it's in Blackboard. You can't cross out letters in Blackboard, so I'm going to just show you how you can answer those questions. What I'm going to do is I will give you a word spelled correctly, and you can rewrite the word exactly as it is, except take out that letter that's missing. So for family, you're going to write family. For mirror, you would write M-I-R. What would you write for temperature? What letter would you take out? Temperature. Yeah, so you would write it exactly as it is, including the final E. The only difference is you do not write the word that you take out. That's the only way we can do that quiz, that's the only way we can do these questions in Blackboard. So the very last thing, and then we're done, is looking at these 2-syllable words that are nouns and verbs. We'll do a couple of these together, and then you can pause the video and figure out which word is stressed and what it sounds like. We're looking at the words that are in bold, so that is the darker, and one of them is a noun and one of them is a verb. Of course, you need to be able to figure out from the context whether the word is a noun or a verb. If you see a the or an a, of course, it's clear that that is a noun. So adjectives and verbs, the stress is on the second syllable. For nouns, the stress is on the first syllable. So we'll do the first 2 sentences together. Then you can pause the video and underline where the stress is for each of the words in bold. And then you can also think about practicing those sentences, and then we'll do it together. So first 2 together. For A, she was content with the content of the contract, right? You can hear the difference that this O goes away. Content. This T goes away. Content. 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 She was content with the content of the contract. Great. The trading, 2-syllable word. It's a noun. Where's the stress? Yeah, on the first syllable. So the trading contract is void if they contract a disease. Great. The trading contract is void if they contract a disease. So pause the video, do the others, and then we'll come back and look at them together. Underline the stressed syllables in the 2-syllable words in the rest of the sentences, and practice in your mind saying those sentences with the correct stress. Okay, so what did you get? They will record their new record live. Project your voice when you present your project. And again, you can hear the difference in these vowel sounds in the syllables when they are stressed and not stressed. Project your voice when you present your project. Mustard, olive. Project your voice when you present your project. E. I suspect the guy with the gun was the suspect. F. It is an insult to a man to insult his wife. And again, that T at the end of a word is not stressed. It is an insult to a man to insult his wife. G. As our largest export, we export tons of wheat every year. H. Present the present at the gala celebration. We'll say each of these sentences twice. Say them with me. She was content with the content of the contract. She was content with the content of the contract. The trading contract is void if they contract a disease. The trading contract is void if they contract a disease. They will record their new record live. They will record their new record live. Project your voice when you present your project. Project your voice when you present your project. I suspect the guy with the gun was a suspect. I suspect the guy with the gun was a suspect. It is an insult to a man to insult his wife. It is an insult to a man to insult his wife. As our largest export, we export tons of wheat every year. As our largest export, we export tons of wheat every year. Present the present at the gala celebration. Present the present at the gala celebration. Awesome. So go ahead, practice with the 2 videos that you have for your assignment. Make sure that you say them quickly, and you're going to repeat them 3 times. For the maze, you go through the maze all the way through quickly, once, all the way through quickly, twice, all the way through quickly 3 times. Please do not say banana, banana, banana. I'd like it all the way through. Banana, computer, spaghetti, September, decided, tomorrow, fantastic, agreement. All the way through, saying each word once, but do it 3 times quickly. And for the numbers, you're going to say A 3 times quickly, B 3 times quickly, C 3 times quickly. So please don't say each number only once. It's too fast for me to be able to hear them. So I need you to say 2016, 2016, 2016, 1450, 1450, 1450, like that all the way through your 8 numbers for your recording. So good luck.